Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And welcome back. The Vermilion Roar dropped the first game of their playoff series against the Lakeland Heat 13-8. The Roar needed to win 2 games today to be able to get past the Heat and move on to the second round of the playoffs. And the Roar, they get off to a good start here. Keegan Bowman, he rolls off a defender and puts the ball home. 1-0 Roar. However, that is going to be short-lived as Cole Kulizic wires one home to tie it up. The Heat add another one here. Ready for some slick moves? Look at that kid dance. Wow. Donovan Bibu comes in and he has a great individual effort. What a spectacular goal there. It is now 2-1. 3-1 and Bibu's at it again. Incredible. That goalie's jockstrap is still hanging in the rafters. What a goal. It is 4-1. Now just 2 seconds later, Austin Dower adds another one for the Heat. It was 5-1 after the first period alone. The Heat, they continue the scoring rampage here. Justin Hudinsky works off a defender and he drives to the net and whips one upstairs. It is now 6-1 for the Heat. The Heat, they scored 8 unanswered goals as here Dower gets the 8th of those goals. As he goes upstairs, it is now 8-1. The Roar, they're finally able to get another one here as Bowman, he works in tight and finds a hole for a second of the game. 9-2 now, and Bowman gets his hat-trick goal. He sneaks it past the post and the goalie. It is 9-3. Long way to come back. Third period, 11-4 Heat. Nathan Drake starts a rally as he rips one 5-hole. It just gets past the goaltender. It is 11-5. Now later in the third, it's 13-6. Things will get a little rough here as a couple guys will be pushing around, but the Heat score unanswered goals and they take this one 15-8 rather, sweeping the 2-game series. Moving on to the next round, we will now get reaction.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, it's obviously not the way we wanted things to end. We had a really good season. Unfortunately, we were racked with a few injuries here, and about 2/3 of the way through there is where wheels kind of fell off with the.
Vermilion's always been a big lacrosse town, and it's kind of tough going out this early because usually we're fighting for finals, really, but. It's a tough way to go, definitely. I mean, like individually I did reach some milestones, but it doesn't really matter if we didn't win it all. So
I'm really glad we come out on top. I was expecting a little stronger battle from Vermilion, but we beat them pretty bad on Friday. The score wasn't so big difference, but yeah, we come out strong, and our passing's our game, so we come out and kept passing, and defense was strong, so I think they just ran out of steam at the end.
The Extreme played Game 2 this afternoon in a must-win game. The boys edged the Rock and forced a Game 3. Captain Brandon Peterson scored 4 goals and added an assist. Braden Ledke added 2 goals and 3 assists in the victory. Game 3 is just wrapping up, and we will have the results for you on late night. And the Pirates were back at home yesterday, taking on the Southeast Legacy Twins after a weekend down in Spokane. The boys had a doubleheader and were looking to get in the win column. The Twins up 3-0 here when Carson Namagers hits a ground ball to shortstop Kevin Petruck, and he boots the ball, and that allows Preston Hutt to score 4-zip. Now it's the same inning, and Carson Perkins, he gets walked, and that will score Namagers from third, 5-0 Twinkies. Now bottom 3, and it's the Pirates' turn. They're going to get on the board. Here Petruck takes ball 4, and that walks in Sam Soshicki. It is now 5-1. Now Daniel Keck is up for the Pirates, and he lifts this one into the air into right field. The fielder makes the catch. However, Carson Harris does come in to score as that ball was hit deep enough for the sac fly. The Twins get that run right back when Ryan Gabb absolutely smashes this one over the head of Soshicki. It gets to the fence, and Gabb gets into second with a stand-up double, and that scores Colton Gindras. Now here Trent Cush, he's up for the Pirates, and he gets a single up the gut, and that plates Blake Robertson. It is now 6-4 Twins. Now Caden Zacharias, he's up next, and he plates Cush, and that makes it 6-5. Little bit of a comeback coming here. Zacharias up again. After Soshicki's clobbered a double, he's standing on second. He hits a looper to fall into the outfield. The outfielder comes up throwing, but Soshicki will get there, and we are tied up. However, the Twins played 3 runs, take game 1, 9-6. The Pirates win game 2 in a walk-off. We will now get thoughts from head coach Dave Keck.
We kind of took the Southeast Twins here a little lightly in this game, and made a few errors behind our starting pitcher, which hurt us a bit, and then a few errors at the end of the game that really hurt us. And so I think we just didn't have the hustle and kind of the intensity that we need to play no matter which team we're playing in this league. You got to get up for them, and you got to play.
And the AA Pirates were also in action yesterday afternoon against the White Butte Broncos. The Bucks dropped a game last Wednesday against the North Battleford Beavers, but were able to get back in the win column with a 3-1 victory. And in the game 2, the Pirates complete the doubleheader sweep. It was a perfect pitching jam from Jared Folds, and he held the Broncos from getting any runs across the plate rather. And he only needed 1 run in support for the victory. And after their first win in over 2 seasons, the Lloydminster Vandals were back in action yesterday evening as they headed down to Red Deer to take on the Central Alberta Buccaneers, looking to win their 2nd game in a row. However, the Vandals could not keep the streak alive. They were shorthanded, having only 19 players. It was a close game at the half, but the lack of players hurt the team as they could not have a full bench, and they got too tired. The Vandals head down to Airdrie next weekend to take on the Irish, a game that is winnable, and the team hopes to have a stronger roster going down there to get their 2nd win of the season. And yesterday it was semi-final Saturday down in Calgary for the GMC Rangeland Derby. The top 8 guys were looking to punch their ticket to the final dash, and 2 of those drivers are from the CPCA. In the first semi-final heat of the night, Mike Vegan off a 1, Jamie Labicane off a 2, Gary Gorst off a 3, and son Logan Gorst off a 4. Labicane's horses off that 2-barrel get too excited, and they jump a little bit, and he is too far ahead of that barrel to get those horses back as that horn goes. That is going to cost Jamie some time, and as he rounds that top barrel, he absolutely KOs it. It costed him 7 seconds in penalties, and there goes his shot at racing in the final dash. Now here, as they come down the home stretch, Logan Gorst has a great turn out of the infield. He was behind Labicane, but Jamie gave him the rail, and Logan would take this heat and make it into the championship dash. And for Jamie, it was a disappointing end to his stampede. He had such a great week of racing, and that really there costed him his shot at the $150,000. Second semifinal now, reigning champ and aggregate winner Kurt Bensmiller, the King Kelly Sutherland, Vern Nolan, and Mark Sutherland. Great turns from Kelly and Bensmiller here, and they are going to lead the charge out of the infield. And as you can see here, Vern Nolan, he kind of does a little bit of a heads up, and he finds that rail in behind Bensmiller right on his stove rack.
Kelly Sutherland with a late charge. Kurt Bensmiller trying to make room for Vern Nolan, but at the wire it's going to be Kurt Bensmiller, Kelly Sutherland, Vern Nolan.
And those 3 will also make the final dash. Let's speak to Kurt.
Trying to stay with the game plan all week and stay clean and fast. It would be huge. I mean, a guy only gets a shot at this every once in a while, so to get 2 shots in 2 years, it's crazy.